So I did, as I indicated this morning, receive the defense's proffer regarding alternate perpetrators. That will be sealed per request, I'm assuming per stipulation. And I want some additional information. What I'd like is by the 23rd, if possible, for the defense to do two things. One, provide me with whatever actual evidence you have that supports those allegations, rather than just allegations. And two, provide for me how it is you believe that what you are offering is admissible. Because it seemed to me much of what you had put in there was fairly potentially fairly objectionable in terms of admissibility. So I would like to see that. And then I would have the state respond by the 6th, which is 2 weeks. And then I would propose a hearing on the 18th. I want to stress the importance of no contact with the jurors in any way by you, your staff, your witnesses, anybody affiliated with the case. And so they need to be instructed as to that. So if the juror, if you happen to see a juror somewhere else in the courthouse or at the grocery store or at the coffee shop, you're not to even engage in pleasantries. Turn tail and run the other way as fast as you can. If you have any contact with the juror, you need to report it immediately to myself and to opposing counsel so that we can then make any inquiry that we need to.
Your Honor, may I also ask the court in regard to the live stream from the witness stand? I believe that we mentioned this, at least in passing, in our trial brief. The state anticipates that we may have witnesses who, for reasons the court articulated about the other two victims, surviving victims, that a public live stream where their images could be captured and played games with in the media world. Is it possible for the video of that live stream when they testify to be shut off and just have the audio? We also may have a small number of law enforcement witnesses who also do covert work, and broadcasting their images publicly would be desirable. We will advise the court. We've asked the agencies to identify anybody in that capacity and to specify the basis, which we'll bring to the court. I just wanted to give Your Honor a heads up.
Your Honor, this case is very high profile, and we've had people who have expressed reluctance to talk to us and being willing to testify for similar reasons. And I did have a chance to speak with the state this morning, and we agreed that what we'd do is take a look at our entire witness list and try to figure out people that might be more sensitive to having their video camera on their face while they testify. And we may approach the court with a stipulation for certain numbers of them.
Well, my intent would be with respect to victims, and I've already indicated I think the two roommates are victims. There is a compelling interest to protect them. And so just as typically when media is present, they're not permitted to photograph or video victims that may be in the courtroom. If the victim requests it, their face will not be shown during the broadcast. In terms of those that work covert, I gotta see where the parties land on that. If they weren't covert in this case, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to think about that, and you may have to convince me, because I think there is public interest at play here. And so we'll talk about it.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
And as for anyone else, you're going to have to really convince me because of the public's right and their hesitancy can be overborne with a subpoena. And that's what subpoenas are for. So I'm probably disinclined to do that in general for other witnesses. As you can see, I'm even hesitating with people that may have a line of work that is undercover if they weren't undercover in this case. So other folks who may be shy, probably I'm going to have to weigh heavily the public interest there.
Your Honor, I wonder if the same could be accomplished with a room where there could be a feed for certain bits of testimony to a larger group. I mean, it's still a public open courthouse, and live streaming something that gets captured for millions of viewers that lives on for a very long time might be different. And I can work with the state and then give the court a little bit more on that, but off the top of my head, that's what I'm thinking.
It's going to have to be a very compelling reason to do it. So aside from victims, you know, while we are open in the sense that the people in the courtroom, the likelihood is we can't fit everybody in there that wants to be in there. And if I start not broadcasting the testimony, the full testimony of people who would otherwise prefer not to, that's going to fill up, it's going to be a large number quickly. And the best way that we have to ensure that the public is accepting of whatever verdict that may be reached in this case is for the public to have the ability to see the evidence. So I'm not saying no, I'm just saying you're going to have to really convince me.